Shalom. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rahak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to you sincere Akim out there pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth. And Turkey is going to play a key part in this whole world global conflict. Which, we were talking about this in class. When you look up the Balfour Declaration and when you look up the state of Israel, basically it's World War I and World War II that had heavy influences on the state of Israel being established. I believe in World War I, that was where the documentation was written up. And then World War II, it was established that certain parts of that land would go to the small hats, and then they pushed, themselves really in there past, the boundaries of what was already agreed upon. All right. And that was, of course, through design, because they were the ones backing the so-called Allied powers. Right, and now you see, them deep in that land, pursuant to Ezekiel 36 and 5. But now on the other side, you have a NATO country, which this is a. Well, matter of fact, let me start off with Daniel 2 and 18, because no, that was right. Yep, Ezekiel 38, and let's get right to the point. Verse 6. Start at verse 4. Read down. Because Turkey is the only country that is not on the unfriendly list with Russia, and it is also a NATO member. And now they're seen doing, they're moving with Russia. And we know based on the scriptures, Turkey's going to flip. Hey, and see, that's what separates this book from all the others. Now, we actually say names. We actually talk about Salakia. The scriptures, the Holy Bible, says names. It talks about countries that are here in modern day. It talks about global events that happen, right? From the Syro-Phoenician Wars until, like I said, World War I, World War II, World War III. It gives some of the key players. It talks about the dragons of Arabia. It gives you the final battle in the Valley of Jehoshaphat over there between the Mediterranean and the Red Sea, over in that region, which is hot right now. And no other book is mentioning names, is mentioning locations. That's why they have to take us off of YouTube. But this is Ezekiel 38 and 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands, and the house of Togarmah of the north quarter and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. When you look up Togarmah, see, Thagar-mah, thou will break her. Oof. Man, thy son of Gomer, says probably the area known as Armenia. So that Turkey-Armenia area. Right, Turkey and Armenia. They're going to be with Russia. They're going to flip. Right, they're going to flip, man. We're in the 10 toes. Of course, Gomer what does it say for Gomer? We know Gomer is Turkey, and Togarmah is that Armenia, Georgia region, which is right under the Caucasus Mountains. Yeah, it's not gonna say it. All right, but Gomer being Turkey, Togomar being, like I said, that Armenia, Georgia region. They're gonna be pulled into this conflict too, man. This is about to get real. This is Daniel 2, and especially if this hoe gets in the office, it's really gonna be on, because you're gonna have a drunk hoe in office calling the shots against some of these warriors, man. Like you look at UFC, all these different guys from that region, Georgia, Kazakhstan, and whatever, these guys are really warriors, it's not like over here where everything is rainbow-fied, sissy-fied. Over there, they really battle. They really go to war. All right, they really settle things in the streets. But yeah, that's not gonna run well with them. All right, this is Daniel 2, because this is the kingdom that we're in, man. This is the very end of this statue. And this is Daniel 2 and 34. It says, thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands. And that's, of course, Yahweh Shai, which smote the image that the stone which the builders rejected, which is the chief cornerstone, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces. So he's coming in that time of the kingdom of iron and clay. And then everything was broken up, all these different heathens. And this, us doing this really is a warning. Which we already know these nations are going to durst fight. They're not going to surrender. But even Deuteronomy 20, it goes into it. And 10, it says, when thou comest nigh unto a city to fight against it, then proclaim peace unto it. And it shall be, if it make thee answer of peace and open unto thee, then it shall be that all the people that is found therein shall be tributaries unto thee, and they shall serve thee. And if it will make no peace with thee, but will make war against thee, then thou shalt besiege it. And we're the heralds, man. We're just speaking on behalf of the Lord. Hey, put your arms down, put everything down. Call in the name of the Lord, kneel, and exalt him and his people. But people are not going to do that. I'm just the messenger. It says, and when the Lord thy power have delivered into thy hands, thou shalt smite every male thereof with the edge of the sword, but the women and the little ones and the cattle, and all that is in the city, even all the spoil thereof shalt thou take unto thyself, and thou shalt eat the spoil of thine enemies which the Lord thy power hath given thee. Thus shalt thou do unto all the cities which are very far off from thee, which are not of the cities of these nations, but of the cities of these people which the Lord thy power doth give thee for an inheritance. Thou shalt save alive nothing that breatheth. Man, so yeah, with the Canaanites, we were supposed to get rid of them. And like the scriptures say, you didn't do what I told you. They're gonna be a thorn in your side. That's why we went through what we were supposed to go through with them. All right. So the Lord of War, goes into all of that, man. When the Lord tells us, I believe that was Ahab. He was supposed to take out that king, and then he didn't. And then the prophet came to him and rebuked him and said, well, shit, because you didn't follow the orders, you gonna die now. I believe it was the king of Assyria. All right, get rid of who the Lord tells you to get rid of. I'll put it like that. You know, because we already know Esau's coming. Esau's aimed at us, man. Esau's marked us. They got our phone lines tapped. They got a, you know what I'm saying? They got whatever little red flag on our profiles or whatever. But at the end of the day, we have Yahweh Shem Shah protecting us. You know, and under your own laws, Esau, we have the right to read the scriptures and break down the scriptures as they say. We're not doing anything. You know? But alas, this is Hebrews. I'm going to close it out with this one. Yeah, all these things are part of carrying our cross. All right, Hebrews 11. And 12, therefore sprang there even of one, and him as many as dead, so many as the stars of the sky in multitude, and as the sand which is by the seashore innumerable. These all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. And that's for sure us. And we've confessed that we're strangers, a.k.a. aliens, a.k.a. Gentiles. Gentile just means foreigner. And pilgrims. Right? We just pack it up and keep it moving. You know, like the old days, the Oregon Trail, they had the big ass cart, and they just made camp and then kept it moving. Yeah, but we're the true pilgrims of the earth, man. We don't have a certain dwelling place. Esau can move anybody into your neighborhood, anybody into your city, push you out, push whatever roadway they want to push in, build an airport. All right, but the Lord is about to give us that certain dwelling place, man, for the elect. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Shah Shalom.